everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Mitchell Trubisky's Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Howard. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
third down. Here's Bell. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Now let's go.
They go with Howard again. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant.
And Martavis Bryant back in the fold, which delights not just himself, but, of course, his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. This guy, he can do it all, Brandon, able to go across the middle and stave off contact and make catches.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 at enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Bell. And now running right through it. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Roethlisberger will throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Boswell on now to kick this one away. It's Marcus Wheaton now to return it. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A reminder coming up in this Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington, and then tomorrow on Monday night we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Here we go now.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Bell is so good at that. He just catches so many passes near the line of scrimmage. In fact, the unique stat line for him last year, he had more yards after the catch. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he finds McDonald. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. We have hit, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now Roethlisberger. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know everyone wants that prototypical wide receiver, you know, the 6'3", 200-plus-pound guy, like a Julio Jones and A.J. Green and Dez Bryant. Antonio Brown just shatters that, doesn't he? Smaller in stature, but still able to use his quickness, his elusiveness, and his strength to create big plays.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They'll run it with Bell. Dances by him. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Trevathan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The play clock's running down. Yeah, the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.